Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Last time on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, we had Jankin Boy is Coming? I don't understand that title, but whatever. Basically, Kira's dad shot this kid who was then compelled to play rock, paper, scissors with people. Got into a bunch of matches with Rohan, started to steal Heaven's Door. Rohan eventually beat him, and that was the end of the episode. It was goofy, it was stupid, it was pointless, but I enjoyed it, so... yeah, I guess that's basically it. Short recap, but, you know. Where we are going this time, I don't know. Though I have to be honest, I do see the title of this episode here on Netflix, and it looks strange. It looks like a strange title for this episode, but you know, I'm keeping an open mind. I enjoyed last episode. Maybe we're getting there. Maybe we're getting there. I guess we should just go ahead and find out. So, like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure. So let's go ahead and jump right into this episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Here we go. Okay. Well, I enjoyed that episode. Let's start with that. It's Josuke, Okuyasu, and Rohan, my favorite characters. Okay, so is this gonna be like one of those... They did this in part 3, where like the first half of the next episode is continuing on, but it's not titled that. Like, the first half of the first episode of Vanilla Ice was still about beating Darby, I believe. Darby the player. So next episode, from what I can see, is titled Highway Go-Go Part 1. So I assume just the first half of that episode is going to be about this game? Which I guess is sort of similar to Darby the player. It's about a game, but... okay. So aliens exist. I was not prepared for that. Aliens exist. He doesn't have a stand. He seems to be immune to stand arrows. So he can't get a stand, which means he can't see a stand. He just has his own powers. Okay. Weirdly, this is gonna sound really weird. Part 4, I think, is picking up. I think we're finally getting there. After 4 episodes of Kira, which, yes, had a bit of Koichi bullshit, but, you know, whatever. After that, I mean, I feel like we're getting somewhere. I think we're finally getting somewhere. I mean, even just down to these last 2 episodes have been about better characters, you know? Last episode was Rohan. This episode is Josuke and Rohan. And an alien. That's... I'm gonna have to sit with this. Not that this is a bad thing, but... that's so weird. That is so weird that we just introduced an alien into part 4. But I mean, we've had vampires, we've had super vampires, and we've had stand users. So, I mean, we've had ghosts. We've had magic sunlight, vampires, super vampires, punchy ghosts, ghosts that don't punch. I guess it's not too far out of the realm of possibility to have an alien. I just wasn't prepared for that. like, first contact with an alien is Josuke Higashikata taking advantage of this alien to get money. Yeah, I wasn't prepared for that, but it's not bad. It's just all right. Okay, Araki, I'll bite. Where are we going? You know, in the plot to catch Yoshikage Kira, bringing something in that has absolutely nothing to do with the main plot, bold move. A very bold move towards the end. I mean, well, maybe not end. We did just get a new OP. But we just got a new OP, but, you know, this is episode 27 of 39. And you've just brought in a completely different concept for the entire series that has absolutely nothing to do with the main plot. That's a bold move. A very bold move. That would be like if in Age of Ultron, like, the Guardians of the Galaxy showed up. Like, no, you can't do that. That has nothing to do with Age of Ultron, you know? You can bring in the Guardians in Infinity War because Thanos, space, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, aliens. Is he the only one? Is there anyone else? He said he had a ship. See, at first I was actually thinking, I thought the whole thing was going to be like his ship crashed. And then I immediately thought, oh, well, you know who could repair his ship? Josuke Higashikata with Shining Diamond. And I thought, oh, well, that would be kind of clever. But no, his ship is in orbit. His ship is fine. It's in orbit. He's presumably got more people up there. Other escapees or other refugees from his planet that's gone. I feel like that has to be a part of it all in itself, you know? Like, we basically just brought in aliens as sort of a throwaway episode, but, like, because, like, what is he going to contribute? I mean, he can change into stuff, but, like, what is he going to contribute to the story, which is finding and stopping Yoshikage Kira, you know? I have no idea. Well, this is weird. I don't know what to... I'm kind of lost. I'm kind of at a loss for words because it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just so far out of left field, you know? And, like, I can't even speculate what this is going to have to do with the main plot. And I can't just say, like, oh, well, if it has nothing to do with the main plot, then this is filler. How do you make aliens filler? They're aliens! You just introduced the concept of alien life in your series that's been going for like 100 episodes, or God knows how many chapters and years in the manga at this point. You can't introduce something like that in filler. That'd be like if they did that in Attack on Titan, you know? If in Attack on Titan there was like a filler OVA and it was just like, oh, here's an alien, or a filler arc in My Hero Academia. Like, you can't just do that. Granted, look at what we're talking about. It's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. The phrase, you can't just do that, is the tagline of this series. Because every time you say, you can't just do that, it does. But you can't just put aliens in filler. That's so weird. That is so weird. All right, I'm down for it. I'll have to see where it goes, but boy, that's weird. Okay. We have a new OP, which is interesting. It's not exactly end of the world, but, you know, it's good. I'm going to have to listen to it a few more times before I can really have an opinion on it. It's not bad. I don't really remember any of it, though. Whereas with Chase, I definitely remember just that opening sting. Like, I remember that. Crazy Noisy Bizarre Town is just friggin' amazing. But, you know, the fact that this is the third opening in part 4, which is ridiculous, kind of thought it might be a bit more like End of the World, because, you know, we're getting to the big conclusion and everything. But no. But that's alright. It was fine. But I need to listen to it a little bit more. It's tourist season. It's the summer. It's tourist season. It's July, at least, in Moria, which is interesting. So there's all sorts of people out and about. All those young girls that Kira could kill and take their hand, and boy, he can't. He can't do it. He really, I kind of like that he's basically just an addict. Like, he's so addicted to it that now he's basically having to quit, at least just to keep himself undercover, you know? So he's at least in a moment of quitting, and it is actually driving him crazy. I kind of like that. You know, and I like, you know, he's saying, it's like, I can't give in to my urges and stuff. Oh, you know who else wants to give in to their urges? Fucking Shinobu. That woman is so horny. I kind of love her. I kind of love her because she is, just because of how ridiculous she is, like, she's so cute, but she's so horny. Just because he's a bit more assertive, because he's, you know, and I love that. It's stupid, but it makes sense with everything that she said about her original husband, and it's like, okay, I kind of get where she's coming from, where it's like, you know, her old husband, her real husband, was just sort of this boring guy, you know, she was just, you know, she just wanted to be his arm candy, but then you get into a real marriage, and no, that's not good. Now, yes, Kira is so strange, but he's so different. He's something new that she's... Okay, when she says, like, oh, I'm falling in love with you, it's like, are you falling in love with him, or are you just really, really horny? I think she's just really horny, but you know what? I'm here for it. I'm here for it, girl. I mean, it's basically she's cheating on her husband. Granted, her original husband is dead, but to her at least, it's, oh, well, now I'm not cheating. I'm not cheating on my husband. I'm just falling in love with him, but she doesn't know that this is a new guy, you know? It's like, yeah, you would honestly suspect that if this had never happened, at the very least, she might have just left her husband at some point, you know? Because their relationship was just awful, and then it was just nothing. But now she, at the very least, she has this thrill of a husband. Even if it's not a solid, healthy, real relationship, she's horny. And when was the last time she was horny? I guess. I don't know. But I kind of love her. I kind of love her. And not just because she's really horny, but it's, I don't know, just something about her and this story, and now her relationship with Kira. It's goofy, it's ridiculous, but it's kind of funny. So I kind of like it. And yeah, I like how he wanted to bare his soul to her. And then he held back, and that just turned her on more. It's like, oh, was he trying to undo the buttons on my dress? Oh, he did apologize. What was that camera in the ceiling? Was that like the sun or something? I don't... God, well, I hope it's not the sun. So I don't know. But it cut from the camera thing to the crop circle, so I don't know. Aliens. Aliens? Who's aliens? Alright, so here's this. What the hell is his name? I love the mid episode card where it's like it doesn't even know if he's a stand user or not. Alright, hang on. Okay, so I love this stand name? Question mark? Stand name with a question mark. Terra Ventus. Standmaster? Question mark. Mikitaka Hazekura. Okay. I like this because it's like, oh, is he a stand user? But he's not. He's not a stand user. That's just his power. Basically, his species just has this ability, you know? Terra Ventus. That doesn't even sound like a reference. But it probably is. But I don't know what it is. Stand name, Mikitaka Hazekura. I wonder... Terra Ventus. In the subs, it's Earth, Wind, and Fire. I wonder... Is that just like Latin? I don't know. What? How did they go from Earth, Wind, and Fire to that? But it's not a stand. It's not a stand. Is it? But he can't see Shining Diamond. He wasn't pierced by the stand arrow. Is he? I like that we've dropped any attempt to understand him in favor of playing CeeLo with Rohan. Is stupid. It's stupid. But yeah, he has a bag that gives him anything he needs. He hates sound. I either forgot to put in a U or I forgot to put in an N. I'm going to say I forgot to put in a U in sound. He hates sounds like Venom. He's a bit gelatinous like Venom too. He's Venom. He's Venom. Before the Tom Hardy movie, there was this. But I don't know when Venom started in the comics, so I'm going to say Venom came first. But still. What the fuck? So he doesn't have a stand, although it kind of says he does. Earth, Wind, and Fire? We are unsure. The jury's still out. And Josuke, you know, in some ways, he's like his great-grandfather, Jonathan, in that he's a good boy. He didn't abandon Mikitaka. He didn't abandon Mikitaka when he was in pain. He stayed with him. But in other ways, he's more like his father because he figured he could take advantage of this alien and his powers. In some ways, he's a good boy like his great-grandfather. In other ways, he's a scoundrel like his father. That's Josuke Higashikata. And I absolutely love the explanation of why doesn't Josuke have his money anymore is because Tomoko found out about the lottery money and got mad and froze his bank account. Yeah, honestly, that's like, it's one of those things where you would think it'd be like, stupid, we spent all that time and he can't have his money, but it's like, no, that makes sense. Tomoko would exactly do that. So he doesn't have his money for the summer, and he needs to scam Rohan out of money. And he goes and he does that. You know, with Rohan saying, it's like, I've always despised you, Josuke. And it's like, I think, especially after last episode, where he's like, no, a self-absorbed jerk-off. And it's like, you know, I think it's the same reason, and I know I keep making Marvel references. Maybe I'll stop soon, but I've been watching some Marvel stuff recently. But it's probably the same way that Doctor Strange and Iron Man don't get along, because they're too similar. And yeah, I think that's definitely it. That's why Rohan doesn't like Josuke. They are too similar in that regard. I think Josuke's a far better person he's a good boy, and Rohan really isn't. But yeah, self-absorbed. That's Rohan to a T. So yeah. And yeah, they played the game, and they used Mikitaka in order. Yeah, Mikitaka. I'm saying that right. To an extent, they used him, but Rohan is figuring something out, but he has no restraint. Cause yeah, Josuke, he doesn't know what's happening. He's just like, oh, you need good rolls. Okay, I'll do that. You know? And I love that that's just, we cliffhang on that it's like, yo, what's gonna happen? And it's like, what the hell? It's like, that's not my biggest question out of this episode is not, will Rohan figure out that Josuke is cheating? My biggest question is, what is he? What are his powers? What are aliens? How do they exist? What are they? I need story. I need like a complete lore dump on the planet he's from. But no! Let's play CeeLo with Rohan. That's what we have to do. Oh, this show is so stupid. It's so stupid. I did enjoy this episode, though. I think part 4, we might be picking up a bit. Have you noticed that Koichi was not in these 2 episodes at all? I know I don't have the jar out, but whatever. Just imagine I'm putting a couple coins in. But have you noticed that I've really enjoyed the past 2 episodes and there has not been a single ounce of Koichi in it? I wonder how long we'll keep that up. Probably not long. He'll probably show up again, but God, I hope if they can pull him off, if he can get better, if he can get better, I will be down for it, and I will call part 4 a success. It all depends on these last, what do we got? 12 episodes, I suppose, ish. Yeah, 29, 28, 29, 30 plus 9. Yeah, no, that's 12. We have 12 more episodes of part 4. I hope we can pull this off. Maybe it was just a sort of a rough middle patch in part 4. And maybe we can pull this off. Because, yeah, these last 2 episodes, and honestly, the 4 episodes of Kira were really, really good, too. Yeah, there were some problems with Koichi, but overall, those episodes were really, really good. Heartfather was alright. Jankin' Boy was fun. I don't get that title, but it was fun. This episode, fun, if ridiculous, but it was fun. So, maybe we're looking up. Maybe we're looking up on part 4. I hope so, because I really want to like this part. And so far, I only kind of like it. So, we'll have to see. We will have to see! Will Josuke be able to defeat Rohan, or will he be found out that he's using an alien to cheat at CeeLo? Find out next time. Same JoJo time, same bizarre channel. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around to any of those. There's a playlist for all of my JoJo's Bizarre Adventure reactions, as well as another playlist you can go, or video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen. That's the 3rd time I've blown that today. As well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.